Hi guys, my name is Quynh Anh. I come from Vietnam and I've lived there ever since I was born. I wasn't aware that I was accepted into the NUN Study Abroad program since I got accepted in the early decision period, and soon it was finally time to say goodbye to my friends and family and of course to graduate, knowing completely nothing about London besides how gloomy it is all the time from what I can recall when I first visited. Coming to London this time was entirely different. I was introduced to a new life, new experiences, and a new home. During our stay in London, we lived at the chapter's residence at King's Cross, which is about 30 minutes walk from school. I must be completely honest, I have only ever walked to school once, and most of the time Ubered to school. On the first week, we had our orientations, we went to the famous British Museum, as well as in classes at CIEE, we were able to visit the Covent Garden where I and a few friends ate our first ever English breakfast. We also visited the Tate Britain Museum for one of our academic writing classes. We were able to experience the London Eye and even more. The weather was so amazing. It was sunny and nice, completely different from what I imagined of London before. It felt amazing to see London from above. Other times, I would see London by sitting on the second level of the bus. Being here, I get to see touristy places like the London Bridge, Oxford, and the Piccadilly streets. Personally, London stuck to me as a food haven, from drinking bubble tea at Yi Fang or eating hot pot and dining at Michelin star restaurants. I can say that part of the reason why I wanted to study in London is because of the food. And as a caution, there will be a lot of food pictures coming up. While you're indulging in my food adventures, here's a fun fact. Did you know that the London Underground system is the third busiest metro system in Europe, just after Moscow and Paris? And did you also know that there is an average of 2.7 million journeys every day? One word is wow, right?
내가 많은 여자들이랑 만나고 다니지는 않았지만 다른 여자들은 아마도 밥맛이야 심장은 뛰어서 너한테
Even though it seems like I always went out for food, but sometimes I made attempts to cook for myself at home, and here are some few successes I've made. The first one is a Caesar salad, the second is salmon, mushrooms, and broccoli, the third is the beef udon, and the final is the stir-fried mushrooms and broccoli. Being in London, the city allows you to immerse in so many experiences. As being here, I was able to attend the pop-up store of Virgil Abloh's new collection for Louis Vuitton. I also met Elle Fanning, grocery shopping in Whole Foods, or even watching musicals like The Lion King, which I must say is a good experience. It was almost like watching the film live. I even unintentionally visited the Bob Dylan gallery, where I learned that not only he was an artist who sang, but he was an artist who paints as well. On the weekends, we did not only stay in London, but we also went to Cardiff, where we stopped by a place called La Coque. And even on the weekdays, me and my friends went to the BBC Live at the O2 Stadium to see Chance the Rapper, Elle Mai, and Georgia Smith. It was such a memorable night. I was not only in London to study and experience a new culture, but being in the abroad program allowed me to delve deeper into my surrounding community by volunteering at the St. Andrews Bardsbury Elementary School as part of my service learning for 2 hours every Wednesday. There, I had an amazing time assisting Year 2 students when they were struggling in their class, and sometimes accompanying them to the nearby libraries for story time. And being involved in the service learning made me feel like I was reliving my younger self before university happened, of course. It didn't feel like I was forced to attend these sessions because I enjoyed talking to the kids. They made me miss my 2 little brothers back at home so much. Overall, there has never been a moment that I would take back during my time here in London, from the endless food adventures out in the streets to the ones in our own dorms, where we attempted to cook food, and to walk around in the bipolar weather in London, and making some lifelong friendships.
Why don't you pick it up right now, baby? May I hit you up in late night?
I thank Northeastern's NUN program and CIEE for making all this happen, and I cherish all the good and bad moments and friendships I've made so far. I hope you enjoyed my video and hope to see you at Northeastern one day.